Hi everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you about integers. Now let's get started. As our negative integer, we'll be using the black iPhone, and as our positive, we'll use the white one, which is very creative actually. So our first question is -2 plus -3. So basically, we're going to do -2 minus 3 because instead of adding, we're going to use the minus sign with -3 because we're basically replacing it, which means we'll put 2 black iPhones on the top, which represent -2, and 3 black iPhones on the bottom, which represent -3. And then we just basically count the total number of iPhones there, and that will be your answer. So the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is our answer for this question. Our next question is -2 plus 6. So we're going to start with 2 black iPhones, which mean -2. Then on the bottom, we're going to be putting 6 white iPhones, which represent +6. So now this is basically a subtraction problem because the answer is going to be a positive. And now we're going to use 0 pairs with 2 negatives and 2 positives. So once we take those out, our remaining number will be 4 white iPhones. So that means the answer is +4. Now this question is going to be a bit tricky here. So it's -4 as our first number. Now you might think, oh, we just have to subtract it by 2, which means adding actually, because you're in the negative side of 0. So then you should basically just see here that because there's 2 minuses, you would do the opposite of -2, which is +2. So then our real question would be -4 plus 2. So that basically means 4 minus 2, but with a negative. And then we just take them out, and then we would have -2 as our final answer. This one is a bit different also, because now we're putting 2 positives on the top, and we see a -5 and with parentheses, so we put down 5 iPhones, 5 black iPhones to represent -5. And then we add 0 pairs again with 2 positives and 2 negatives. And then we'll take out those 0 pairs. And then we'll have a remaining of 3 black iPhones, which mean the answer is -3. So over here I'm going to use a number line to teach you how to solve this type of problem for multiplication this time. It's not subtraction, even though it may look like this, but it's actually multiplication. So our question is 3 times -2. So basically we're going to put 3 sets of -2, and -2 means we go to the left. So from 0, it goes from 0 to -2. And then, so that's one set of -2. Now we put the second set of -2, that would go to -4. Which then, after that, we would put another set to make 3 sets of -2 as our question here. And then, as you see, our final answer is -6. -6. So we started from 0, put 3 sets of -2, and -2 means you go to the left. And we have another multiplication problem, which I'm going to also teach you by the number line. So basically, we're going to start from from 0 to +4 because you're multiplying, then because you're doing 2 sets of -4, we would put one more set here, then that would equal +8. And that's all we have for today. And I hope you understood what I've taught you and can now use it in your everyday life.